on the first date, I told my now wife, and I asked her, we connected, we were talking, and I said, Miss, are you single? She said, yes, I am. I grabbed her hand, and then with my other hand, I took out my cell phone and I said, please put in your number. I would like to take you on a date.
Results
Now,
may vary. Results
Yes.
may vary drastically.
No, I raised my hand before the whole Trinity thing about I think the topic was still like, you were like, oh, on the first date, you can't say, how many kids you want, whatever that topic was.
Well, I was saying about like it being an icebreaker, something you say like as an icebreaker,
Yeah.
like the first thing you ask a woman about. I said that would be crazy. The first date now, you don't got no prior history with this woman. You just met her, and on the first day, you be like, so how many kids you want one day? That's not an icebreaker question. You follow what I'm saying? That's something you ask her if y'all been dating a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's why I raised my hand, because that's how I met my now wife. I think the game changes like after your 30s, and on the first time really speaking to her, I was like, I just cut it straight. I was like, listen, I'm not here to waste my time, waste your time. I'm not here to date. I'm here trying to get married. Like, I'm a man of God and I got to get married. You know what I'm saying? So on the first date, I was just like, I get your point. Like, bro, don't go crazy and weird, creepy guy, But I think if you speak from a place of confidence, yeah.
You're right though, Victor. But you're right though. But the difference between you and everybody else is most people who go on the first date ain't looking for a lifelong partner. They just dating. Yeah. That's why you said that, because you just put it out there like, yo, I ain't playing no games. You can ask questions like that if you ain't trying to just date. You trying to really get married. I'm talking about in general, if somebody's dating, that's not the type of question you ask a woman you don't even know if you want to see tomorrow after the first date. You follow what I'm saying? But you're right though.
Yeah, and I think it just comes from a place of confidence. Like, if any, this is just dating advice or marriage advice for anyone looking for a serious relationship. And I've proudly married like 4, 5 close friends, all happily married. And I think it just comes down to, if the man has direction and purpose, which that confidence comes from the Lord, and like, you don't have to have the answers, but the man has to have direction. You know what I'm saying? And that direction comes from the Lord. And if the man has direction, dude, let me tell you, like, I said this to my now wife. I was like broke. My business was making no money. My life was like, I was starting from zero again, basically. And just straight up, I said, listen, this is what the Lord's calling me to do. I run at this pace. If you want to run alongside me, it's at this pace to this mission. You know what I'm saying? And all those details that people say you got to have, like, obviously your finances have to be in order. You have to be responsible. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying, like, in the moment, like, you have the confidence of the direction that the Lord's called you to go. Like, nothing can hold you back. You'll find a partner that will stay with you for the rest of your life. Because if she identifies with that mission, right? And that's where the whole submission comes from. Like, I tell people all the time, like, and especially here in New York, like, where everything is super accelerated, like, women don't need us. Like, women are smart. They can multitask. They can do anything. So, like, why would a woman submit to a man if she could do everything on herself? Like, I run a business, and I always lean towards hiring women, because women get the job done, right? That's why the saying is, you want something done, just give it to a busy mom, right? You never hear give it to a busy dad. Because a busy mom, no matter how busy she is, she's going to get it done. You know what I'm saying? So a man really needs to have that direction. For anyone here who's looking for like a serious partner, the answer is easy. If you're confident in the direction that the Lord has called you, a woman is going to follow you on your mission. But a woman won't submit if there's no mission to live out her purpose.
You know what's crazy?
So
Just
I know
add
this is
on to
coming.
that.
What's up?
My girl, her roommate, she literally just broke up with her boyfriend because he has he's not working. He's, just not doing nothing. You know what I mean? And like girls can see that if you're a guy, man, and you're in the chat, man, if you guys aren't doing nothing, that's why you don't got nothing. It's because you're not doing nothing.
And bro, let me tell you, with the direction, my business, I was running like a social media marketing business. I always felt called to business. So that's why I laugh when you guys call me CEO, because I feel the Lord has always called me into business. But
dude, it's
bro,
in your
I was
name.
making like
You were born to be business tycoon or something, man. You even look the part. You know what I'm saying? Y'all picture in a
I
three-piece,
receive it.
$500 suit.
I
You know what
receive
I'm saying? I can see it. I definitely
Victor
can see
looked
it. And I
good in
better
his
see that.
profile picture.
Yeah, and I better see
I
that
was
check
at my
on
friend's
the
wedding
him in
long
the
ago.
suit.
But I
Yeah.
did work corporate America here in Midtown for many years. I know the game. But I was making not even like $1,000 a month, bro. But I had my mission. I had direction. Like for any of the real ones know, like the real ladies, they know. Women can see what's gonna happen. They can see. So they bet on the rider, not the horse. You know what I'm saying? They know if this guy's behind the wheel, no matter what car he's gonna be in, he's gonna win. You know what I'm saying? So women can see. Women have that gift. It's a God-given gift that women have. They could see the gold in men. They could see it.
So
That's why so many women are.
Intuition. Is that what you talking
Yeah,
about?
the women's intuition, and that's a very. I really believe it's a God-given like spiritual thing where women know, and that's why women they get so heartbroken when men treat
I
them
believe
bad.
that too.
Is because they saw this precious gold, and that gold betrayed them. You know what I'm saying? But they could see the gold in the mud, in the dirt. So, bro, let me tell you, this is just to hype anyone up, but I had the direction, and I knew what the Lord's calling me to do, and I know that. I know what I'm supposed to do, and I'm taking it step by step. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to have the answers because God has all the answers. But a man has to have direction, and with $1,000 a month, which is literally poverty in New York City in any state in America, I was able to get married to someone who's beyond out of my league, to the point where it's like it's hilarious to see me standing next to my wife. But this is because this is something that the Lord has partnered up someone with me, because together we'll accomplish the mission together. She completes and is like the ingredients for my mission. You know what I'm saying? Women complement the mission, but the man can't complete the mission without the woman. You know what I'm saying? No, so I mean, I'm just saying when it comes to relationships, I think, like you just said, your girl's roommate, like even if he just lost his job, but my man had a mission, he had direction. Like, yo, I'm trying to start this business. I'm trying to do this YouTube channel. Like, women can tell if a man has drive or not. And even though his bank account might be low, that drive, that's what they bet on. They bet on that direction. They bet on that drive. And so, like, you can have that. You don't have to have the money. The money will come as a result of the direction and your drive, your perseverance. You know what I'm saying? And the favor of the Lord and all that stuff. It will all catch up. That's literally nothing. Anyone who's been in business knows, like, bro, sometimes you make a lot of money, sometimes you lose a lot of money. You can lose it all, win it all. It doesn't matter. But anyone who's lost it all knows they could just build it back up. You know what I'm saying? So, all this to say that, it's to inspire people that, like, yo, like, I literally got married to a woman out of my league, filled with the Holy Spirit. Literally the Lord's making all my dreams come true, which is to build my own family. And like in a point in my life where I had nothing, but I had the one and only one important thing that determines everything else, which is I had the Lord. I had God's favor. I had His direction. So you got God, you got everything. And you know, I just wanted to testify to that in terms of relationships.
How long you and
how
your
to
wife
find
been
the right
married?
one. We just hit 2-year anniversary, so we're still fresh.
Any kids?
No kids, not yet.
You know what's crazy? I was just thinking about this earlier. When I get married, y'all, I want the Discord to come to my wedding. I think this will be the first ever quote unquote YouTuber to have people from his Discord come to his wedding. So I'm gonna give you guys a way in advance thing so you guys could save up, and we're gonna party hardy. Party hardy.
Yeah, if I'm Brazilian, bro, if you invite us, like we literally show up. You know those fake invites you give, like, yo, bro, come over sometime. But you know the person lives across the country, you know they're not gonna show up. You invite a Brazilian, we'll show up.
Oh,
That's
I'm not gonna give no
guarantee.
fake invites. It's for we're having a Passover in April. Victor, bro, if you want to come in, you're more than welcome to come, Victor. Celebrate Passover.
Bro, you tell me the date, time, where. If you're inviting me for real, I will literally come for real.
But Brother Josh,
That's what I'm saying. Don't fake invite me.
You're muted, Brother Josh.
Brother Josh.
Blood thought he was talking.
I said, be warned, JiDion. They gonna be still partying way after we done. Don't nobody partying like them South Americans, them Latin South Americans, all that stuff. They party to death.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? They gonna take over the wedding. Then they gonna be up there with their wife. She gonna have a wedding dress on. Like, dang, I thought it was JiDion wedding. What going on? They gonna take over, bro.
You thinking about doing it, bro? You thinking about pulling that trigger, or?
Oh yeah, I'm like you, bro. I'm getting married, man. I already made up my mind. Well, we made up our minds. Yeah, we're getting married for sure.
Nah, bro, it's a blessing. It's a blessing.
Hey, y'all, man, for all you guys that are dating right now, you know what I mean? Really, I know in today's culture, it's like, man, you asking about marriage, that's weird and stuff. That's not weird at all. Because who wants to waste their time? Do any of y'all want to waste y'all time? Would y'all work at a job right now that was a good paying job, but they said, in 3 years, we're going to have a great career for 3 years, but then we're going to let you go and go try out other things, other people. Would you guys work? Would you guys commit yourself to that job? It was a good paying job, benefits, everything, but it let you know this isn't nothing serious, you know? Exactly. So that's the same thing with y'all partners, man. I got to go in with that mindset. If they ain't wanting to get married, then, hey, you don't want to work there.
If you want a successful relationship, and I can give like the secret right here. If you want to meet the one, right, as fast as possible, on the first date, I think I really like the idea of courting and not like dating. Because when you're courting, it's like, you know, you're exclusively talking to each other, but that's the time to like, this is the trial and error phase. I'm going to ask you questions about what I want to do in life. If you don't have the right answers, there's no part 2 to this. Like you got to go in every day. You got to go in every day, like with the mindset that like, yo, if there's not a 100% accuracy on this test, we're going to end before we kick off. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to go in ready to break up. If you go in with breakup energy on your first date, I promise you'll be the most confident person alive, and you'll ask the right questions.
Hold up. Did you say show up on the first date with breakup energy? Elaborate on what breakup energy. Elaborate on what breakup energy means. Explain that.
Breakup energy is like when you're ready to break up, like you're already decided, right? Let's just say hypothetically. So you show up ready to break up, where like all you're looking for is like the dumbest excuse to just finally lay it out, right? And so I'm not saying like go in hostile, But I'm saying, for example, this is literally what I did. But I am a crazy person. But I'm filled with the Holy Spirit, so I get away with it. But I am not like I know I am a crazy person. On the first date, I told my now wife, and I asked her. We connected. We were talking, and I said, "Miss, are you single?" She said, "Yes, I am." I grabbed her hand, and then with my other hand, I took out my cell phone and I said, "Please put in your number. I would like to take you out on a date."
Results
Now,
may vary. Results may vary drastically.
See.
Now, this was within the first 30 seconds because that's how you get arrested.
Can I ask a question? Can I ask a question? Just excuse me.
Yes.
GiDeon, is that defined in chat? Because y'all know I only having the terminology. Is that under the subject of Rizz up? Is that what
it
that
all
is,
depends
y'all?
on how you look. There's a fine line between sexual harassment and
Just
Rizz.
ask it.
There's
Somebody
a very
said, yes,
fine line.
I want to make sure I'm using it right. Y'all explained that to me. I ain't know what that was. Rizz up. I had heard it before, but I didn't really
Victor's
know
a good looking
what it
dude,
was.
so he can get away with it. But I'm not trying to diss nobody in the chat, but y'all, know what you're working with.
No, let me give some context because I know I sound like crazy. The context was it was kind of like a blind date set up by mutual friends in a group date setting. So there were other people around, and so that was the environment. Okay, so it wasn't like literally crazy. But on our first official date, where it was just us two, asked my pastor, spoke to her pastor, asked the authorities. Everyone was okay on the first date. It was like, I'm gonna test you, and I hope you pass, right? And it's straight up like, listen, I'm not here to date. I'm not here to mess around. I'm not here to waste time. I'm here to get married. If you're not interested in getting married, that's okay. But you're not the person for me. Right? This is what I'm trying to do. This is what I'm called to do. Are you okay with this? Are you not okay? Obviously you do it in a fun setting at the right pace. Take her out to a nice place to eat, go on a nice walk, right? I'm in New York City. We go take a look at nice views, right? So, if you treat your first couple dates and hangouts as like a interview, like you'll know off the bat. If a man has direction, he'll know. If he knows where he's going, he knows what he needs to do and what's going to work. And so if you make the right business interview questions, you will know right away if you're supposed to be with that person. And let me tell you, it will save you a lot of heartbreak because you put up this fake guard, this mask on, that slowly withers away. Both people are trying to pretend and please the other person. You're going to hit the 2-year mark. Mark my words. It's always around 2 years where you have no more mask left. And then the real you is revealed. And then all of a sudden, right, the lovey-dovey couple becomes a toxic couple. But it's not a toxic couple. It's just both people have kind of really revealed who they truly are. And now you have to go through a nasty breakup. And now you have to suffer heartbreak. And now you're crying alone in your room. And I've literally been there. Versus, if you treat the first date like a business interview, bro, you're going to filter out like 98% heartbreak. That's my spiel of the night.
Hey,
Not sure if that makes sense or just kind of out of pocket, but
boys, man, I think Victor's spinning, y'all. Victor's spinning. You know what I mean?
That's experience right there, man. Victor is a man very wise and very respected. You know what I'm saying? I don't see anything but the Lord blessing him with great things in the future. I can just see it in him, God willing, because we don't know what tomorrow may bring. But, if I was a betting man, I'm going to bet on Prado. You know what I'm saying?
You can bet on
me.
He
definitely seems like
you can say we're I'm definitely proud of you.
Boy, if you don't stop, but I like it.
Ain't even a dad yet. Boy, you know what? You might have a child coming pretty soon, man. You getting ready, JiDion, with the dad jokes, man. That was a little too good.